in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So Ohio State's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a man. It's Howard. He's got his man. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Getting some heat. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Caught over the middle. It's Morgan.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to pass, it's Orji. Hit as he throws. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Feeling some heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He's got great speed, and the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to take a shot. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great.
Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Bringing it back, it's Morgan. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Finds his big tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He uncorks one deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. He'll take another shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And after missing out on the 2-point conversion, and they fake it. The holder looking for a man. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He'll bring it back. It's Morgan. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these 2 programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well.
Reels it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
After failing on a couple of two-point it's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Second down now after the sack. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Dropping back, it's Orji. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. On first and 10 from the 38. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trade. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He shanked it. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get...
He tries to take the top off. Snags it. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
Lining up to add another. It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And the quarterback is snowed under. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Line gets set, first down. On the ground, it's Henderson. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 2nd down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Floats it out in space. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Michigan 46, Ohio State 0.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Howard. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. A little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah,
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Pocket starts to collapse. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. To the air, it's Orji. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
That is exactly exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. They're not going to get there. Tried to sneak it in for the 2, and they'll get 0 instead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this, if you're on it.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. And they got him into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Howard. Working that left side now. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
3rd down coming.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking the deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA